are you? How are you? I am sorry. Hi, everyone. How are you? How is everyone? How is everyone? How are you guys? Let me fix my computer. I'm sorry I was late. I was talking to my little one. She is away in Boston, and she called me right before the stream. Can you guys hear me? Can everyone hear me? I hope. Last week we had a yay! Hey, Trace. Tell me if you guys can hear me. Give me a hey, Valerie. Hi, Annette. Hi, Mary Kay. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Francis. Welcome. Happy you're here. Let me see if can everybody hear me okay? I'm gonna work a little bit. Yay, you hear me. Awesome. Well, remember last week when nobody could hear me? That was ridiculous, yeah? Happy Tuesday, everybody. What's going on? You guys have to tell me what is going on with you. Everybody needs to say hello, and I will greet all of you. So, has everybody recovered from graduation? Are we recovering from graduation? What are we doing? Are we recovering from our... Hi, Jean. How are you, Jean? Hi, Diana. Hi, Miss Linda Mack. Hi, River City. You hear me? Oh, good. Let me see. Who else did I miss? I have missed... Hi, Emily. And River City, tell me your first name. And all you lurkers out there, hello. Hey, Anne. So I wanted to show you guys what I've done. I've worked a little on my, guys, it's a little cleaner than normal. I've worked a little on that little altered sketchbook I'm making. So I decided to paint the inside black. I may put a pattern paper or a map page here. Hi, Deborah. We're happy you're here. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Rhonda. You're recovered from a failed corsage. Oh, man. I tell you, I can do just about every type of crafting, but can I tell you what I failed completely at? And it's not normal for me to fail at anything, but I tried the whole day. I tried to make, there are these Hawaiian headpieces, and I failed at them. Hi, Care. You have zero food. You have zero in the middle of the world, and you're still alive. You're talking to me. Awesome, Care. Hi, Alta. Happy to see you. Hi, Carol. You've been working on your happy planner? Ooh, good. Hey, Suze. Well, I'm happy to see you. So this is what I've done. This was the book that I was altering the last time. I have stamped off a bunch of pages. I'm going to glue some in. I also went and I made some pockets, and I don't know how well you can see the pockets. Let me see if I have some tags here. I have a couple of double pockets here, and a couple of double pockets. And then I have my accordion in the back. And then I left these pages in the middle. Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to cut them off or paint over them. I don't know. Or maybe I'll use them as a glue book. But I thought that what I would do is I would glue some of my copy page paper in and show you guys how I do that. Now, it would be helpful if I had made them the right size, and I didn't. Because you guys, I never measure anything. You're feeding the squirrel ice cream. Hi, Jane. You're working on your glue book, Mary Kay? Good. Oh, Trace, I loved the video you did on the red page. Hi, Sandy. I loved what you did on the red page. That was awesome. I thought it was awesome. Jean, how is your aunt and uncle? I saw your post, and I have to tell you, I was very sad. I hope they're okay. You're feeding squirrels and eating ice cream. Hey, ice cream is awesome. Eating ice cream is awesome. I ate ice cream yesterday. I haven't had any today. I might have some. So I'm just making a template to know how big my page size to cut them. Normally I would measure it, but I don't have my cutting. Until, what? What happened to you? Got up where? What happened? I missed that part. You're listening and editing pictures. Good for you. No crafting for you the last few days unless I count photography. Photography is definitely. Hi, Brandy. So what I'm going to do is I generally take it to a paper cutter, but I don't have my paper cutters across the room. I told you guys about my gigantic, I have like a Rambo paper cutter, like I told you guys I have a man gun and I have a Rambo knife. I have a Rambo paper cutter. I told you guys about how Hottie found me a paper cutter, right? I told you guys all that ridiculous paper cutter story. He found me a paper cutter. Somebody was, as Valerie can attest to, a lot of people move in and off the islands fairly, I don't know about Oahu, but here it's, people come and it's not a lifestyle for everyone. It seems it's a great place to vacation, but it's not for everyone to live. So, you're still in the hospital? Ooh, Jane, prayers. You guys send Jane's aunt and uncle prayers. They were in a, what happened, Jane? It was a fire. They were testing out was it a propane system or a kerosene system? What were they testing out, Jane? And then they got blasted in a fire and were burned very badly, and they could definitely use everyone's prayers. So I have this Rambo paper cutter. So my Hottie, I had this little Fiskars paper cutter, which the blades don't last long for me. I'm sort of jinxed in the paper cutting with the blade things, and they're kind of expensive. And he found this big, huge, old office guillotine paper cutter, and their camper exploded. We're sending them our prayers. Oh, hi, Scotty. You have a snake in your backyard? No, that's not. I don't like that either, Scotty. Hi, Amberly. Jean, we're sending all of your family prayers. We will totally keep them in our prayers. Yes, prayers going up for sure. So I have this kind of Rambo paper cutter along with all my other stuff. So for those of you that are going to make this little sketchbook, I tried to get my daughter that still uses one I made her last year, but she says it has too many personal things in it. So if I can get her to block them out. So this is all you do to glue your papers in. If I can get her to block out the personal things, then maybe you guys could all see it. So that is it. This is as simple as it gets. You just go through, and that's why when you ink your edges of your paper, and that's all you do. And you can add any kind of paper you want. And then go to the next one. That is as simple as it gets. And then if you wanted to add like photographs or whatever you wanted to do, you could add it on the other pages that you haven't, or this is how your sketchbook is formed. It's so ridiculous, right? What? Yes, Linda, welcome, welcome, welcome. Jean, we love you. We're sending you so much love to your aunt and uncle. So I got to talk to my girl. I hadn't talked to her in a few days, and I got to talk to her. And I had asked that she call me earlier, but it didn't work out for her to call me until now. So that is always the way my life rolls, you guys. It's like, it's always, you know, right when I have something else planned. Does that work for any of you guys like that too? So this is how you make the sketchbook. So, and you can include any type of paper. You don't have to just include whatever I just used, I'm just using copy paper because that's what I had. But I've made them where I've put watercolor paper in, where I have, I've added watercolor paper, I've added, you know, vellum type papers, scrapbooking papers. I know somewhere on my channel I have a video of one that I made. It might have been called like Last Minute Christmas Gift or something like that, because I've made them many times. But this is how you do it. What about a torch and a samurai? Hi, Linda. Oh, we love you, Jane. Oh my gosh. I can't. I'm telling you, I don't have. I'm not good with snakes. There are some people that are really, really, really good with snakes, but I'm not. I'm not a good snake person. So this is kind of the extent of it, you guys. It's going to end up, I'll just glue in these pages, and then I've left these. I don't know. I was kind of contemplating that I would paint over them, some of the pages back here, and then I'm going to add some embellishment bits or some things in here. And then these could either be pockets. I could glue them together to be pockets. But it is a fun little gift if you just want to make something really quick and handmade. You were exaggerating types of, you have a fear of snakes. Well, there's no snakes in Hawaii, so. Did we draw what, Jane? I missed what you were talking about. Hi, Vicky S. How are you? You guys, I got the most absolutely fabulous Happy Meal, and I didn't bring it in here with me. It's in the other room. Hi, Kathy. So, did you guys, how many of you guys did graduation parties and partied like it was 1999? I didn't get the book. You know what I did is I stamped. This is what I did. Look, you can see one page in here. I took some of the pages out. And I made some accordion pockets in the back. And I took a few pages and thinned out a few pages here. But this is what I did is I stamped on the borders of the front pages. I went through and I stamped on all these borders. And then I'm just going to glue my whatever type of paper I'm going to put in this book for. It's supposed to be like a sketchbook, or you know, you could even put you could already use it as a journal and put in your finished art pages or whatever you've done that you know, doesn't have to be this. I need to cut a few more. It doesn't have to be this I just need to draw a line on where I need to cut them. It doesn't have to be copy paper. If you don't want to do it like this, you could do your finished art if you wanted to. But I make these as gifts to give to my daughter's friends and to my friends too. But you know, they're like little sketchbooks. And what I've done in the past is I've gone and I bought like a really nice micron marker or a set of colored pencils or some watercolors if I'm going to put watercolor paper in it. And then I make the, you know, get a book that's being discarded, and then I alter it. And I make it like a sketchbook. Sketchbook, scrapbook, you know, autograph book. Like I gave one to my youngest daughter, and she took it to school and had all of her friends write in it, you know, the last few days of school so that they could, you know, to commemorate their, you know. But isn't it cool? It's super simple. Super, super, super simple. And I put, you know, I painted it with chalkboard paint, made a paper button, put some hair elastic, you know, for the closure. Just because it can get to be, if you do give it to somebody that actually uses it, can be an alligator mouth. It can get big. Hi, Angela. You've missed crafting and chatting with us. I missed every time I made the accordion envelope. Well, I made it last week. Somebody asked about it, and I made it. That's why I put it in this book. It's so easy. Not a big deal. So I got a message, and I don't think it was from one of you guys in the chat. It could be somebody that's hanging out in the background. All you lurkers say hey. We don't bite here. And if you guys give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. somebody mentioned in the chat, they asked me what I do with all the, or not in the chat, but in the comments of one of the videos, they asked me what I do with all these journals. You guys, you can do whatever you want to with them. There are no rules. You know, I think part of the process for me, and you guys speak up and talk about what works for you, but part of the process for me, when I'm making something that I'm putting my touches on, even if it's just an altered book that I'm, you know, going to add my artwork to, or photos in, like a scrapbook, smash book, is I don't feel like there's any restrictions. I don't feel like I have to, just because you say, oh, it's to draw in, doesn't mean you can't collage in it or do whatever you want to with it. If you want to use it as like a little summer diary of like recipes, or I don't know, whatever you want to do with it, it's yours. And so I was taking from the comment, and I don't know this to be true, was that she was like looking at the fact that I was making a lot of books and wondering like what the purpose of them are. A smash book, Vicki, is like the cross between a scrapbook and a journal. It's like, you know how like when you scrapbook, you do layouts? It's sort of like an anti-scrapbook, but you put stuff in it. So like many people will smash book like their photographs and stuff like that. Like they would put them in a ready-made book where you can make it like a smash book. You know, like this would be a perfect smash book. So you'd go through and, you know, you're writing journal, and then maybe you'd put some collage bits and you do something, and then you go to the next. And it's like a cross between, doesn't have any layouts like it doesn't have any planned layouts. It's just all on what you're thinking and feeling. Does that make sense? Okay, how many of you guys watched Lizzie? She was so hilarious. How many of you guys watched her when she talked about her unisex glasses? It was hilarious when she said she had some unisex glasses, and that she was going to get them because it was close enough to unicorn. I never laughed so hard. She's so hilarious. How many of you guys are subscribed to Elizabeth Brewer? She's awesome. She is awesome sauce. She is so awesome. Which one of you guys was having a giveaway for your subbies? Somebody messaged me and said, could they talk about it? And I said yes, but I don't remember who it was. You get to meet Lizzie in person tomorrow? Oh my gosh. Carrie, you have to do a video. You have to do a video. I love her. I want her to be my neighbor. Scotty says she's going to go outside and smash big guts with hers. It's like, what, your snake? You're going to smash it with a smash book? So it's like I look at it like an anything goes book. You know, like you could journal in it, you could paint in it, you could put your photographs in it like a journal, but there's no rules. You know? And I have nothing against scrapbooking, you guys. I just don't, first of all, I don't have the space to scrapbook, you know, so smashbooking works better for me. I love her. She makes me laugh so hard. You're subscribed to Lizzie? Yeah, you guys go subscribe to her. Oh, you're stopping by and giving her a gift? Right, she gave you a bunch of cool paints for your foundation. Jane, I got your package. I didn't bring it in here with me. I'll show it on Friday. I got your package. I love it. If any of you guys are looking for stamps, like cool postage stamps, I don't know if Jane still has any for sale, but she was selling some postage stamps, and they're really cool. And Jane, tell people how to get a hold of you if they want some collectible postage stamps to use as embellishments or to use in their scrapbooking, smashbooking. Jane is just is all around awesome. No, she is all around awesome. Are you kidding? Got this package. I was like, I hope every time I get a package because I'm doing my calamari hot, he's like, what did you order? I said, I didn't order anything. You put everything in the Smashbook. That's why you love it. Yeah, I like it too, Mary Kay. I like it that there's no rules. Okay, you know me, I'm not a rule person. You were careful not to send me. No, it's not that, Jane. I loved it all. It's just he's laughing because I'm complaining, and on his days off, I am making him help me. Like, I've moved my shelves around. Anyway, I'm making him help me, like, try to figure out a configuration that's going to work. You know, and all the proceeds that Jane gets also goes, they go to a charity that helps the disabled too, as well. I love what you sent me. Hi, Norma. Jane, I love all of it. Anyway, so my littlest one, she is not home, and we've all been missing her. The dog has been missing her. We have all been missing her. We have all been missing her. Really missing her. And it's been crazy. Oh, Scotty put Lizzie's channel in there. Thanks, Scotty. Thank you, Scotty. Hi, Sandra. You guys support each other. Subscribe and support each other. I have a bunch of YouTube artists that I love that I'll try to make a list, and some of them don't have very many subscribers at all, and they're amazing. And I'll try to make a list and post it in our group or post it underneath a couple of my videos and try to make a list to start talking about them because some of them are just lovely. A slithery pasty, you're crazy. Hey, Elizabeth. You guys also, if you're not subscribed to Stacy at Pink Poodle Crafters, you guys should do that too. She is fun, and she makes beautiful projects out of real materials. Not that mine aren't real, but you know me, I like to do. I got to do the recycled thing. So, but can you see how easy it goes together as like a sketchbook, you guys? See, and imagine if you put. I'm just using plain copy paper, but you could put your own, and you could cut it nicer than I'm cutting mine. But, you know, I'm not so worried about it because mine's going to, I think I may just use mine as a glue book. This is one I think I'm going to keep. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it away. I don't. Hey, Kate. Hi, Judy. Happy to have you here. We're happy you're here. So now you guys get my aesthetic. Mine's gotta be recycled all the way. For me to feel like, I'm somehow avoiding a tiny bit of the landfill problem. Yes, it's very easy till you try to make it. It's not that hard. It really isn't. I'm telling you. It is so not that hard. It is not that hard. Guys, I don't think anything I make is complicated. I don't think I know how to make complicated. You're gluing? What are you gluing, Trace? What are you going? I loved your red page. Your red page was awesome. How many of you guys went over and saw Tracy's, in her abandoned books, she's made a page. It's not called the red page. What's it called? Trace, what's it called? Hi, Sierra. How are you? Welcome, welcome. So, you guys, Tracy, what is it called? It's really cool. I really liked it. You guys, I have so many videos to catch up on. I have not, I'm not in the, I haven't even, no. I thought I was going to have all this time, but I haven't. You loved that page too? I loved it, Angela. Wasn't it awesome? I was in line at, I was waiting extraneously in line, and I had enough Wi-Fi to watch, and I watched Tracy's video. I watched a couple of other things too, but they're not crafting related. We loved it. It was awesome. Did you have a good birthday, Trace? You guys, it was Tracy's birthday on Thursday. Yeah, Trace? It was Tracy's birthday on Thursday. And we missed you on Friday. Friday was like, I ended early on Friday. Friday was I don't know. And has anybody seen whether Barb has her mandala cards up yet for sale? I told her I want to be one of the first ones to get them, but you guys haven't gone to her website to see if they're there yet. It was lovely and quiet. Did you get some nice birthday presents, I hope, Trace? Now, if you guys don't want to glue these in, you could washi tape them in. You have to. Sandy, Lizzie is hilarious. You will love her. Oh my gosh, and she'll make you so happy. She's like the grandma we all wish we had. I would so be her crafting best friend. Wouldn't you guys be her crafting best friend? And she would sing to you too. She's hilarious. We love our Lizzie. Our Elizabeth Brewer, we love her. I definitely think I need to do some map page or something here. You guys, I got a little sloppy. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching. You guys, I'm obsessed with BBC shows. And I have on, hi Barb. It'll be another week before they're available. Okay. Well, all right, you guys all heard it. You heard it from Barb. One more week and the mandala cards are going to be available. And as soon as they are, I'm buying the first pack and then maybe we can do them together. Maybe we can all like work on our mandalas. I'll get my mandala. Maybe I'll make an altered book with a mandala on it. But I love, if you guys haven't been over to Barb's channel, go over and check Barb out, howtogetcreative.com. You will love it. Yeah, Lizzie is Elizabeth. You love BBC too, Jessica? Okay, so what did I watch? Have you guys seen this show on BBC called Silk? You made tags all day today? Woohoo! It sounds like me. I would love to make tags all day. No, what did I do today? I did not craft today, you guys. I did like ridiculous stuff like laundry and recycling. What about replacement? Kizzy's best crafting friend. So I've been watching. Is it a drama? Oh my gosh, you have to watch it. It's like kind of a drama, but it's BBC style drama. It's all about barristers, lawyers. It's like they're a silk is above a barrister, which I don't know what that is. Yeah, BBC is British Broadcasting Company. So I'm obsessed with it. There is something soothing about mandalas. I agree with you, Kate. So I have been watching that. The thing is, it's not a very long series. They're like six episodes in a season. So that's not very long. But I'm liking that. And then what else did I watch? You guys, I like all that sort of stuff. So that's what I've been watching while I craft. I have it on while I craft. Sometimes I have to watch an episode more than once because if I'm not paying attention, which I'm not always. You have web stuff and videos to finish up for your mandalas? Woo, I'm excited. I can't wait to do it. Grant Chester. Yes, I like Grant Chester too. Oh no, Scotty, are you really having problems still with your cat? Barb, I'm excited about it. I am so excited about the cards. I'm excited to get them. I'm excited to work with them. Did you guys see Shannon Green is still having her sale in her Etsy shop? So if you guys have been, and it's 25% off of everything. So if you guys are on the fence about purchasing one of her custom keepers, it is the time. Yes, I've watched Call the Midwife. I've watched all of that. I love that series. And Charlie, no, we are not barking. We're not barking. No. Charlie is like, the neighbor across the street is hammering something. It sounds like somebody knocking. Charlie. No. Charlie. Her custom keepers are awesome. Yes, I'm just telling you, if anybody's going to go purchase anything, we have to support each other. You're going to buy Barb's mandala cards, right? And go and support Shannon Green and buy a custom keeper. The only downside of when you make these, you guys, is you have to pay attention when you're gluing your pages inside that you glue them in straight. Because I'm not always great at that. So if you want, if it bothers you, if it doesn't bother you, then don't worry about it. Yeah, her custom keepers, I have a few. We have to support each other. Those of you that have an Etsy shop, speak up and say, Kate has one. Kate has some cool stuff. Renee, your little red wagon, she's got some cool stuff. I saw a post in somewhere that she's posting tickets, like she's going to be putting a bunch of supplies in her shop. Lots of cool stuff. How many of you guys missed your Carla fix today? I missed my Carla fix today. I know, I think she'll be back. Is she going to be back next week? Does anybody know? Is she moved yet? Moving is so... I don't think you can... I think moving can be unpredictable. The length of time you think you're going to spend and do in moving. Okay, so this has... Now it has... You guys get the full idea, right? I mean, it's not finished by any means, but... It's got the sketch, now it's got some paper in it. It's got some copy paper, right? And then it has more copy paper. And then now it has, I can glue one more piece in there. And now it has some pockets. And I could cover the back of this with some paper. And then it has this, which I haven't decided whether I'm going to keep or I'm going to let go. And then it has some accordion style pockets in the back. But see, this is what it looks like. So you can see some of the page. You can see I haven't taken out that many pages in this book. I haven't watched Poldark. Is it good or is it scary? Hey, Sherry. How are you? Jessica says she has an Etsy. Cool, cool. Hey, Deb. So, do you see? So now you could... you could just continue adding to it. And if you're going to give it as a gift, what I usually add is like a pen. Put a card, pen. It's not scary. It's good. Okay, Emily, I'll have to watch it. I haven't seen it. Do any of you do this? Do any of you watch shows and then you don't know that you've watched them and then you watch them again? Like you're like, oh, that looks like a really good show. And then you watch it again and you go, oh, I've already seen this show. Does anybody besides me do that? Maybe I'll put some music paper here. Let me see. I was thinking a map page and I brought a really, like an atlas that I loved over here. Where did I put it? Of course I don't have it close by because that's just how I roll. I love the BBC. I love BBC shows. Love, love, love them. Love them, love them, love them. It has a lot of romance. Oh, I like romance. Romance I like. Sometimes, okay, so there is one show that I really liked, and it was a BBC show, but I think it was a BBC show done for, oh my gosh, it was a BBC show done for, I don't know if it was done for Netflix or if it was done for, it was either done for Netflix or Amazon, but it was, you guys, and it was starring Gillian Anderson. Did you guys watch that? You guys, that one was like scary for me. It may not have been scary for any of you, but it was scary for me. So, you know, if it's like super gruesome or whatever, I don't watch it. You watch BBC shows about dinosaurs? But I did watch the show, okay? It was so good. It was starring Gillian Anderson. Did any of you guys watch it? It was called, like, I don't know if it was called The Hunt or called something like one word. Or The something. It was, you guys, it was, if you like thriller, keep you on the edge of your, excellent acting. Gillian Anderson as a, you know, Gillian Anderson from The X-Files. Has anybody ever watched it? Does anybody know what show I'm talking about? You're waiting on the new season of Doctor Who? Yeah, I like Doctor Who as well. Guys, this is like a vintage atlas, so the pages are a little brittle, so... And I don't have a paper cutter, so I was just kind of hoping if I bent it back and forth a bunch of times that I would be able to get a fairly decent. You loved The X-Files? Yeah, The X-Files can be a little, yeah. You do that on Netflix. So does anybody know what show it is? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you guys haven't seen it and you're into like sort of those sort of scary shows, it's like a thriller type of show. It's not totally scary, but it's a thriller style. Because I'm trying to do it without ripping it. I'm failing miserably. Okay, I'm totally failing. What do I do with my X-Acto knife? It's not The X-Files. I'll tell you what it is. Doctor Who is good. Okay, let me see. Let me find. Let me find. I'll tell you what it is. I will totally tell you what it is. You guys have to, if you're into like reality, it's not reality, but, you know, like more scary. It's sort of scary. Okay, let's see what she's in right now. Let's see. Oh my gosh. What is the name of it? Did you guys watch it at all? Let me see. All right. Let me see. Guys, it's ridiculous. I've watched, I think they've had 2 or 3 seasons of it. Let me see. And it's still on, and it's like a little bit, it'll keep you on your toes. It is called, okay, come on, what is it called? How can I not find it? Okay. Can't find it, guys. I'm totally out of my mind. It is. Guys, it is like such a scary show. Because it's like so, it feels like it could be real. Guys, I don't know what it is. It's terrible. I'll post it in our Facebook group. Let me see. The Fall. It's called The Fall. It was called like something crazy, something plain. The Fall. That's what it's called. The Fall. You guys watch it. It will definitely. It's like one of those where you watch it and you tell me what you think. It's like one of those series where you're just like, oh my gosh. You're just like watching it and you're on the edge of your seat. It will keep you on the edge of your seat. It is good, but it is scary. You watched some Scandinavian show that was mysteriously scary? Meanwhile, Back in the Jungle. Yes, Back in the Jungle. Making fun of me, Scotty? You're totally making fun of me? I don't know. The scary thing is like, did any of you guys ever watch like scary movies and then you can't sleep? Okay. Anybody do that? Besides me? Besides moi, watch scary movies and then you can't sleep. That would be me. So I try to refrain from watching anything that's like going to be like that for me anymore. Because as a kid, I was terrible. How many of you guys were like, as a child, you were like watching scary stuff and then watch scary stuff on television and then you would be like awake for however long? That's why you don't watch them? Well, the fall was kind of scary for me, but because it's so real, you know? It's so real. Oh, I like the Outlander. I like, but the Outlander doesn't. What does the Outlander come on? It comes on some channel that I don't get. Is it come on? Is it a BBC show or what is it? I mean, I know you guys are always talking. I don't have regular television. I guess I could. I mean, we have cable. I could, but I don't. You guys, we live in a place where they would only give. Anyway, we live in a place in order to get like internet, you had to get cable, but none of us watch cable, so it was kind of a waste. But in order to get internet, you had to get cable, so we have it. Nobody watches it though. We all watch Netflix or Amazon Prime. So I guess I could. Although when my older kids are here, one of my daughters really likes the my oldest daughter likes the Hallmark channel. She says it's like so. She says it's, you know, schmaltzy. It is, she likes it. She likes to watch, And I think they have, don't they have Christmas movies all year round or something like that? Or they used to? She loved to watch, they would make fun of and watch all these Christmas movies all year long. Now, if I had my cutting board, I would use my X-Acto knife to cut this exactly, but I don't have it over here because that would make my life too easy. I am trying to set up a new filming area that I'm going to keep up, and that's just going to, I'm going to try to, set up a larger filming area where I move my camera so that I can, you have Outlander on DVD? Scary stuff bothers you? Outlander is on Stars? Okay, that's where it is. Guess maybe I need to get I don't, that's just like one more thing I don't need, right? I don't know who I was talking to that was telling me that they were watching Outlander, and I was like, I must have watched it when I was at my sister's. But I enjoy Outlander. Okay, so now I could put some washi tape here. I was originally going to put a fabric pocket here, but I don't know. But it definitely needs something. I could make some washi. I have washi tape that I've made, but I don't think it's long enough. I could make some. I can make some washi really quick. The end of season 1 was horrible? Okay. The end of season 1 of what, Outlander? What do you stand in the hallway? Wait, what do you do? Oh, we love you, Kara. I'm sorry you can't chat much. Your grandkids like scary movies? My kids like scary movies too. I just kind of go with it. I don't necessarily judge the scary moviness of it all, but I don't, I just got to hang in there with it. I can't, yeah, I can understand. I was looking to see if I had a piece that I made a bunch of washi tape, but I don't have, looks like I've cut it in small pieces. So I don't have any one piece for it to be like all the way light. All right, well, I'll have to deal with that one later. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a good scary, I can't watch scary movies either. It just doesn't always work with me. My kids like them, and they all go see like whatever the latest, most scariest, whatever. Not me. You guys, not me. I just can't do it. They're like, oh, you want to go see whatever the movie is? And I'm like, no, I'll pass. Breakfast for dinner? Oh, that sounds good to me. I like breakfast for dinner. Have some pancakes for me. I'm having my coffee, and it's whatever, 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. You guys, it has been so quiet without my little one. It has been crazy quiet. I'm wondering if I should, let's see, put a map there. Maybe I should put a map page here. Let me find the other part. You've been eating pie for days? Ooh, I like pie. You know what? So Hottie's sons came one time for, I don't know, to visit. And one of his sons loves cherry pie. So I made all these cherry pies, and I don't know if it was for his birthday or I could have just made them. Or it was somebody's birthday and I made cherry pie. So, and that his son doesn't like cake, he likes pie. He must have been about 14. He's in his 20s now. But, so the next day we'd had pie that night. And he said, I was getting ready to go to work and I was that's my neighbor's dog, you guys, I have no control over it. I was getting ready to go to work and I asked the kids, I'm like, okay, I'm making breakfast. Anybody want anything? And one of my kids was like, I want pie. I said, all right, how many people want pie for breakfast? And he was like, we can have pie for breakfast? I was like, yeah, if we had cake, you could have cake too. You could have. And he was so shocked. Like, that was like scandal. I was like, yeah, you can have whatever you want for breakfast. I mean, he was like 14 years old, I was like, I like pie for breakfast. So we all had pie. And Hottie said to me, he said, I think that you won points with him. I said, why did I win points? I like pie for breakfast. He was like, he was like saying like what a stickler his ex was about, stuff like that. And I said, okay. I said, but let's just look at it this way. He's 14 years old. He's going to eat what he wants anyway. He's not going to listen to me. So, and I said, besides, what's wrong with pie for breakfast? So we have give our kids all that fruity cereal. I think homemade cherry pie is better than fruity cereal. He was like, good point. So, that's my favorite thing about the holidays is like all the pies that you make, especially around Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. Pie for breakfast is one of my favorite things. My grandmother used to make the most amazing peach cobbler, and I used to love, if there was some, I would love that for breakfast. So I'm just going to add a few random pages in here because I like the way the map pages look. How many of you guys like peach cobbler for breakfast? You had 2 cherry pies? Ooh! I love. Pie is better than Pop-Tarts. Although, when you're 11, Pop-Tarts are good. Bacon, egg, and cheese pie. Yes, Jude, I like that too. But I think we were talking about like fruit pie or like, I don't know, any kind of pie. Yeah, but what was so funny is one of my kids popped up and she goes, if we had cake, my mom would say, eat your cake, do whatever. It's not that I'm not that I'm like a proponent of like eating sweets or whatever for breakfast or whatever, but they're going to do it anyway. Might as well just like, pie is way better, right? And sweet cereal. Guys, when it was my birthday, I always liked birthday cake for breakfast. How many of you guys like birthday cake for breakfast? Right? Pie. I would love pie. Oof. Peach cobbler. I know for any meal, I agree. Right? Oh my gosh, peach cobbler. That's one of my favorite things. Peach cobbler. Peach cobbler would be so awesome. I would love some peach cobbler right now. Guys, that's the only bummer thing about living in the tropics is you can't like get, I mean, if I was going to have peach anything, I'd have to like, it'd be frozen peaches, Like you can't get stuff like this. I guess I could make like a tropical equivalent, right? What that would be exactly, I don't know, but I could make a tropical equivalent. Peach pie, apple pie, yeah. Sweet potato pie? Oh, I love sweet potato pie too. I'm talking about pie. Stop talking about pie. Peach waffles? Ooh, sounds good too. Mango cobbler? I guess you could. Mangoes don't really cook well like that though. I mean, I guess I could. It is mango season. There are some good mangoes around. I should. Mango ice cream. Okay, I have to tell you, that is the freaking bomb. Mango ice cream is unlike anything. It is amazing. Mango ice cream is awesome. Okay, I'm almost done with the with the sketchbook part, or the paper part of the sketchbook. I need to trim that one because it could be longer than everybody else. It'd be longer than all the pages. Definitely take more time than I am on the page thing, because I think it makes a difference. It also makes a difference if you add a lot of different, like the last one I made before this one, I put mixed media paper in it. I put other things besides what about poor Scotty? Why? Because you had Whoppers for breakfast? Mango ice cream is so good. What did you say? What did you say about your superhero? What did you say? I'm sorry, I was looking down trying to cut paper and glue. What did you say, Malia, about your soup? How are you, Malia? You heard mango ice cream and you're super sensitive. Oh, Malia, you ever come here? Mango ice cream's the bomb. That and Halpia ice cream, which is like a coconut cream ice cream. It's like the top, the coconut, you know, it's the cream on the top of when you're making coconut milk. It's the bomb. And macadamia nut ice cream is the bomb too. You don't want to eat jelly pie? You're ridiculous. How's your summer going, Miss Malia? Where do I get that ice cream? Well, if you come here, you can get it anywhere. Mango ice cream, Halpia ice cream. I don't know. If you guys Google a Hawaiian company called Rosalani, they make a lot of it. I don't know where they sell it on the mainland, but it's really good. You could also make Halpia ice cream for yourself if you bought yourself coconut milk and bought coconut milk and made it the same way as you do. I mean, Halpia ice cream has dairy in it, but you could get it just made with coconut milk. That's the other thing, is that you can get just about almost every ice cream that you can get with cow's milk with coconut milk. You just started selling coconut cream and you're picking up mango tomorrow. Oh, Malia, it's so good. Mango ice cream is unlike anything I've ever had. Yes. Or you can make mango ice cream. Okay, so if you make mango ice cream, pickled mangoes are awesome too, Valerie, I agree. If you make mango ice cream, make it the same way you make like strawberry ice cream or any sort of fruit ice cream. We have to stop. Why do we have to stop? Because you want it now? Sandy says she lives 20 miles from the ice cream capital of the world. Okay. Where is that, Sandy? Okay, so you guys get the idea, right? So, I mean, I still have to work on this. I could add some music paper to it as well. Like if I'd been thinking clearly before I planned it out, I would have covered the front of this paper with something if I didn't want the pages of the... But you guys get the idea, yeah? So, I mean, this is like such an easy, fun gift to make for somebody. And it gives you definite room for an alligator mouth. Poor Scotty. We love you, Scotty. I'm sorry. What did I have that was so good? What did I have the other day? I don't know what I had. I was trying to think of what I had. I've had something really amazing the past few days to eat that I was like, oh my gosh, I've been eating Thai food lately. There's like a Thai place here that food's so good. It's like a little food truck. Food trucks are kind of a vital part of the culture here, because real estate here is so expensive. So if you want to eat at a reasonable place that has good food, many times a food truck will be on that, in that vein of, okay, so this is the one I was working on that I hadn't finished, this little sort of smash book. And I was going to add, maybe I'll add a piece of music paper. Could add some of that map page that I just took apart. And night, Kate, we love you. I got in, they're not so straight, Barb, if you look at them, because I didn't cut them straight, but it's a super fun, I invite you guys all to try it. It's a really fun little project. It's a fun little project, and once you start making one for yourself, like if you make those little sketchbooks for yourself, what you'll find, or I can just speak for myself, what I've found for myself in making those little sketchbooks is that I don't feel the need to go buy one anymore. Now, saying that, of course, I do occasionally. Like, I love Moleskine Cahier books. I love those. Jamie gave me a really cool little, she gave me a very cool composition notebook where the paper was really cool. And I've been using that. But I don't feel the need, like for a while, like I would feel the need to buy sketchbooks or what have you. I don't feel that need anymore. I just make them myself. And they don't have to be perfect because it's going to have my art in it. And my art is far from perfect. So, you know, it would be what it is. So that's what I'm finding. But, you know, I can't stress enough. Make yours your own. You know, there are no rules in this type of art. First of all, I don't think there's any rules in any artwork. That's just my personal opinion. I'm sure others have others. Others will differ and not agree. But I say it's something that you just do on your own. I think there's no rules in art. That's how I feel, but that's who I am. You know, I'm not one, and even if there was, I wouldn't follow them anyway. You found a coffee table book from the Salvation Army what to paint over? Oh, I'm glad you like it, Care. Yeah, I kind of, you guys, I mean, I have several more to finish. I kind of take it a little too seriously, so my whole kit thing. So I think I will discontinue, soon enough I will discontinue making them, or selling them in my little Etsy shop, just because, you guys, I put so much thought and energy into it. Sometimes it can be a little bit much. Does that make sense for anybody? Does anybody else have that sort of obsessive nature? Besides moi? Besides me? Does anyone else have that same sort of obsessive nature? Or perfectionist nature, I should say. It's probably not obsessive, is not the right word. Perfectionist nature. Does anybody else have that? I can't help myself. I just have my own issues. Okay? Totally have my own issues. You can tell I take it seriously. Take it way too seriously. Guys, that's how I live my life. It's like, it's ridiculous, Care. It's completely and utterly ridiculous. You guys don't cringe. I'm not cutting my table. I have a makeshift mat that I've made out of a recycled, used post office packaging somebody sent me, and it's on the bottom of my table with some what do you call it? Wax paper over it. And I just pull it off. Sometimes my favorite magazine of all times, if you guys can get one for free, don't buy it. Unless you do it through Recycle Bank, because I think you can, if you win enough points, you can do it through Recycle Bank. But one of my favorite all-time magazines to paint on is the Wine Spectator, because the pages are so large. The pages are very large, so I love that. So that's my favorite all-time. My favorite all-time. So I used to have those lay down at the bottom underneath my crafting space so that I could paint on top, and then I would cut them up and use them as embellishments and stuff. I'm sorry, I can't cut and talk. Yes, if it's for someone else, what are you talking about? Bananas Foster. Oh, I haven't had that in a long time. I missed what you guys said. Your videos are awesome, Care. You're still talking about ice cream, Sherry? Yeah, I'm going to have some when I get back. You're going to get back to lurking and gluing? Good for you, Trace. Pictures of America sounds great. Hi, Renee. You have lunch wagons here long before food trucks. Yeah, we're a thing. Yeah, we have them here, Valerie. It's like the best. Sometimes you get some amazing food, at least from the ones here, and I'm sure you do where you are too. I take everything a little too seriously. That's my problem. Everything. Hi, Kathy. We're happy to see you. You were shocked you didn't cry? Because I can't open Happy Mail on the air anymore. I cry like a baby, and it's ridiculous. You get a 2017 datebook calendar? Woo, good for you, Malia. I love that sort of stuff. You love me just the way I am, Mary Kate. Well, thank you. I have my own issues. Hi, Jamie. You broke your ribs? Oh, no, Mama. Okay, well, we'll put you in the woo-woo for sure. Hi, Elizabeth. Oh, no, that's horrible, Jamie. We love you. Well, I'm excited for, I'm sorry about you. I'm sorry that you hurt yourself, Jamie. Big love for you, Mama. Jamie, I haven't started it yet, but I'm going to use that scary, the scary carnival lady you sent me, the gypsy lady. I'm going to make a book with her. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. It's your name. Rhonda says she's a Virgo. It's her nature. I'm not a Virgo. I'm an Aquarian, and I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, definitely woo-woo for you, Jamie. We love you. I'm sorry you fell, Mama. We're giving you a big, quick hug. We are giving you a big, big hug. All right, let me see if this one is a little large. Why is this big? Why? I don't know what I did. Did I not cut it? I thought I cut it. Let me see any of the rest of these. I thought I cut it. Oh, because that one's a little big. Okay, which page is this? See, you guys catch me, get me talking to myself too. Talk to myself. I talk to myself. How many of the rest of you talk to yourself? Okay, so this is the culprit. This one needs to be trimmed a little bit, and then I can trim the things. Renee, have you gotten all your stuff up in your Etsy shop? Have you gotten? I saw you say you're going to put some tickets, and what was the other cool things you were putting in there? I saw, but I don't remember. Guys, I have the best of intentions to remember things, but lately it's not always there. We love you, Jamie. I'm so sorry that you hurt yourself, girl. That is beyond ridiculous. That is beyond ridiculous, sister, because that's something that I would do, okay? And I know that ridiculousness is beyond ridiculous. Yeah, I had a friend yesterday. This will make you guys laugh or make you like go, what? So I had a friend yesterday that I was talking to him the night before. He's a photographer, and he was calling me about a project that we're working on together, and I was like, well, I can do it this next week, and he's like, I don't know how I'm going to be this next week. I'm like, oh, why? He says, I'm having knee surgery. I said, since when? Mind you guys, I talk to him all the time, so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm not listening, because, you know, that can happen, especially because I've been preoccupied about some other things. So I was like, well, maybe that, you know, that can happen, and so, you know, I said, so, you know, what's going on with you? So he tells me he's having knee surgery, and I said, well, that sounds, you know, that doesn't sound good. And he's like, yeah, and he goes, and so I'll be out of commission all week. And I said, do you have a ride? This is because he's single, you guys. He lives in the rainforest. And I said, do you have and he's older. I said, do you have a ride to the doctor? And he says to me, I said, is it outpatient surgery? He said, like, yes. I said, well, do you have a ride there? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to drive. This is what he says to me. I'm going to drive my car to where his studio is. I'm going to drive my car, which he lives in the rainforest. The studio's not in the rainforest. So I'm going to drive my car to the studio. I'm going to leave it there. And then one of the guys that works next door is going to pick me up and take me and then just drop me back to the studio. And I'm going to drive myself home. And I said, you know, they ask you to find somebody to drive you to and from for a reason. And he was like, yeah, but I'll be okay. And I was like, no. I said, so I'm like, so I'm trying to explain to him. I said, okay, you need somebody to drive you. When you go under local anesthesia, it doesn't wear off right away. You need somebody. No. I said, okay. I said, so just do me a favor. I said, if you find yourself after surgery, I said, you know, both Hottie and I'll be home. And I said, if you find yourself, you know, I actually offered to drive to the rainforest where he lives, which is like an hour and a half for me, to pick him up, to, you know, to take him. Anyway, you guys, I was like, so I'm talking to him. I said, so, I said, whoever, I said, who's picking you up? And he says, this name of somebody that I don't know, this guy. And I'm like, okay. I said, could you just give him my number too, just in case, like, you get out of surgery and you're not all there 100%. And, you know, I'm happy to, like, pick you up. Or so anyway, I don't hear from him. So I'm thinking, oh, well, okay, well, he must have been fine. So what he was going to do was he was going to have this friend drive him from his studio to the hospital, which is like 3 blocks away. And then pick him up after his surgery and drive him back to his studio so that he could get in his car and drive an hour back to in the rainforest. I was like, okay. So I repeated myself numerous times, like, both Hottie and I will take you. One of us will. I'm happy to pick you up in the morning. I will get up because it's really early. You know, I'd have to get up and leave my house like at 5 a.m. in order to get him to the hospital. You know, I think his surgery was scheduled for 7 or something in order to get him to the hospital time. I said, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. So I'm arguing with him. I want to say he's between the age of 65 and 72. I don't know exactly his age. Right? Hi, Rosie. So I'm like, okay. So I mean, I view him like I would view, like, you know, if I was, put it this way, he could be my dad, right? And I care about him, and he lives by himself in the middle of the rainforest. He's an amazing photographer, and he's an amazing artist. And I met him in an artist co-op that I've been in for like 10 years here, and he's just a really sweet guy. But he's just not, you know. So I'm like trying not to be nagging, but I'm just kind of like, okay. So I don't hear from him, and I left him a message. I said, you know, I didn't hear from you. I'm hoping your surgery went okay. I'm assuming because I didn't hear from you that yes, he is old enough to know better. You're absolutely right, Kara. I said, you know, but his whole thing was, I don't want to inconvenience anyone. I said, dude, it is not an inconvenience for your friends to pick you up and drive you, whatever. So I was telling Hottie, I go, look, I said, I'm just letting you know one of us may have to go get him. So in the meantime, Hottie gets called in to go to work. So he goes to work, and I don't hear from him. It's like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I don't hear from him. I'm like, you should be done with the surgery. Then I get this text message. You guys are going to laugh. The text message just reads, you were right. I am dizzy. Can you come get me? I was like, well, what if I had really, like, by 4 o'clock, what if I'd had something to do? Anyway, so I went to where he was being dropped off and waited. And then the guy that had picked him up said, look, why don't one of us drive your car and the other one follow? And then, so I followed, you know, his friend drove his car, and I followed with my friend, the one who had surgery, in my car. And he says, I don't want to hear I told you so. I said, I'm not going to tell you I told you so. I said, what good would that be? And he's like, well, I just don't want to hear it. And I just laughed, because it's just, how stubborn are we? Like, we're so afraid. He was so afraid he was going to inconvenience one of us. He was going to be willing to, like, you know, do something that would be detrimental to himself. And I was like, dude, what is wrong with you? I didn't say I told you so. I wanted to say it. So Jamie says, when her middle son was 10, he asked his big brother what those mini motorcycles are called so he could look them up. His big brother said they were called hot rockets. So you can imagine what... Oh my gosh, what are you guys talking about? I'm missing the whole thing. People are used to taking care of themselves, but you know what? It's like one of those things where you have to, like, step in. You had a friend who had open heart surgery, thought he could drive in a week? That's ridiculous. Hi, Lynn. Oh, because there's a Pocket in my pocket. You guys, Hottie Poe thinks it's hilarious because of Pocket Man, but it is kind of, it was not my intention. It was just a book that I'd gotten fallen apart. Yeah, there's a Pocket in my pocket. Dr. Seuss, a book of ridiculous rhymes. It is kind of a funny book. You have to tell the story. His brother, oh my gosh, Jamie. I saw that picture your son posted, on your Facebook thing. I was like, that is hilarious. The Tinkerbell picture. Oh my gosh. Hi, Charlotte. We're good. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to add any more things to it. I think it might need a few more pages because they all look a little too uniformed. Like, I need some more that are, like, larger. But it is, this one was going to be like a photo album, like one I was going to send to someone to put their photos in. He's 17. Oh my gosh. You were going to kill him? I thought it was hilarious. I have to tell you, I sent it to a friend of mine. It was so hilarious. I thought it was great. Consonants what? What is consonants medial vowel repetition? Hi, Renee. We love you, Renee. I was talking about your Etsy shop. It all went downhill after researching pocket rockets. You're ridiculous. You guys, it's all good, right? I had another book I was working on. Oh, I haven't even started on my little Chinese fairy tale. I did glue was going to glue some more stuff in it. I did glue the pages in it. This is the one I was going to make for my niece. I'm not going to see her till August. I made one that I was going to send to her, and then I decided I'll wait till I see her. Good night. Good night, Jess. Oh my God, Kara, that's crazy. That is ridiculous. Hi, Cheryl. Olivia was born. Oh, congratulations, Cheryl. 9 pounds and 3 ounces. Awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, I appreciate a thumbs up if you guys don't mind. Yeah, this is, I don't know what kind of pages I'm going to put in the inside. Maybe I'll put some of these, even though it's a Chinese fairy tale book, maybe I'll put, I don't know, maybe I'll put Japanese pages on the inside. It definitely needs, the only thing I hate about, and hate is a strong word, the only thing I dislike about used library books is when they put those plastic things over it, they put this like double stick tape on it, and that tape is really, I mean, it holds strong, but it really wrecks the front, so the front of any book. So for me, I kind of like, I like this one. This one I put a map into. I loved this map. This one came from a different map book though. You guys, you'll suddenly become connoisseurs of atlas pages. At least I am. Some of them I really love more than others. This one I'm still working on. I haven't finished. I sewed it together, but I haven't. It has no embellishments in it, and I haven't glued all the pockets together. So this one definitely could use some love. How many of you guys like have a million projects like me in process? A million projects in process and continue making. Do we think I possibly have an issue? I was looking to see if I saw a different map page book. Let me see. I have an atlas right here. You're crazy. All over the table, Jane? Oh. You have all the projects? Congratulations, Cheryl. We're so happy for you. Did you pick out a name? What do you want her to call you? I was talking to one of my kids. We were talking about like names of what. I love this. This is beautiful. I love this, love this, love this. I wonder if there's a Chinese map in here. There must be. We were talking about names of what grandkids call you. I have a friend who refused to believe, it was a whole age thing for her. She refused to believe that she was going to be a grandmother, so she made her grandchildren call her Great Ma. Do you love that? Great Ma. I was like, whatever. Victorians did mix it all up. You're right. You have 5 grandbabies, Charlotte? Awesome. Just Grandma Cheryl? That's awesome. Yours call you Mimi? You want to be called Nona? Angela? That's awesome. Because my kids told me that I had my own grandchild when I had my youngest daughter, so I don't know if they'll have any children. But my oldest kids call me by my first name. They always have. Your name is Mare, and your grandkids call you Mare. Aww. Mare's awesome. No, so my oldest daughter my oldest 2 children called me by called my ex-husband and I by our first names. Okay? And it's ridiculous, but that's what she did. And that's what they did. And it used to offend some people, but you know what? After years of me calling him dad and him calling me mom, it was kind of weird. So I didn't care. I just let it go. My youngest daughter does call me mom, so I guess maybe that, my oldest kids are going to probably call me by their children will call me by my first name. One of your grandkids calls you Grandma Great. Oh, I love that. Grandma Great. Grandma Great. It's like my girlfriend, Great Ma. She wanted to be called Great Ma. We were like, okay. My grandmother, when my sister had children, my grandmother, who we always call Grandma, my sister's son, which would have been my grandmother's great-grandchild, called her Dodo. So then we all called her Dodo, and we were like, if we'd known you wanted to be called Dodo, we'd have called you that all along. She was like, I don't think that's funny, but she was so in love with him. She was like, he can call me whatever he wants. Okay, I found a map of China. So I may put one of these in the front. I may cover the may put this one. I may put this inside of it. This one says India, Pakistan, but this side is China. It's Asia. Let me see if I can find China. Here's China. No, Soviet Union, Iran, Saudi Arabia, India. Here's China down here. Mongolia and China. I am kind of excited. My daughter is going to, hi JC. Cheryl, we're so happy. Congratulations to you. This is northeastern China. So my daughter, the one that was in China, she was in Japan. She's been away for a while. She's been living in China and in Japan. She is coming to Hawaii, I don't know, in a month or so, I think. She is on the east coast of the U.S. right now, and she's coming, and I think that she is, she brought me all these things back. My son-in-law was saying, we didn't bring much back, but we brought you a lot of stuff. And I said, oh, I hope not. And she goes, yeah, just stuff for your, so it means like junk stuff like this. So I had to laugh. It was pretty awesome. Big Mama. Scotty says she wants to be Big Mama because I had a Big Mama, and Nathan said, no, I'm 6 foot, y'all. I'm qualified. Aw, Scotty. Oh, you're so funny. JC says, what do they say? What do they say? Grandkids are your reward for not killing your kids. Oh my God, it's so funny. Your Boo Mama? Aw. To your daughter's dog, Boo Mama? Oh, Scotty, welcome to the world. I have one grows out of the center of my forehead like that. Lynn says her daughter called her dad Grumpy. Grumpy's a good one. Grumpy's good. I think Grumpy's good. What do you guys think? Is Grumpy good? Let's see. What am I going to put? This one says China. This one's China. This one's China and Korea. This one is China. This one is China and let me just see which one I like better. This one is China. Let's see if this is better. You missed what? What did you miss, Kara? What did we miss? Say it again, Mary Kay. We can't find it. You have 5 grandkids and 1 on the way? Jane says her only grandchild calls Jim, Jane's husband, Papu, which is Greek. And Jane wanted to be Poopy, but but her daughter won't have it. Oh my God, Jane, you're hilarious. Mary Kay, write it again. Trace says there's a t-shirt that said, if I knew grandkids were so much fun, I would have had them first. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to think about it because, you know what? My kids, they just give me grief all the time anyway. And they just they make fun of me endlessly. I'm like the endless brunt of their, I told you guys, dancing in the grocery store and whatever. All right, let me see. So I may never have grandchildren. Not because I don't want them, but because they don't want to have them. They tell me all the time. They tell me like, you know, they just tell me whatever, you guys. They're their own. My kids are fresh. Can you tell? They're like a little spirited. I wonder why. I wonder why. This is part of Eastern China. Maybe I'll just put that on there because it looks like I've got the Soviet Union, I've got India, I've got part of China here, I've got another part of China here. So I have, let's see which one I like the coloring better on. I could do this one, or I could do this one, or I could do this one. I think I like this one better. Even though it's like got some. Charlie, stop. Charlie, lay down. There's nobody here. Because Charlie's missing the little one so much she's gonna. Abuela's awesome. Oma and Opa, yeah, I like that too. Oma and Opa are nice too. You guys, I'll just be happy if they actually have grandkids. If I actually have grandkids. I'm not so sure that's even going to be a possibility for me. Not because I don't want them, but because, you know, my kids, whatever. I don't know. I figure we have 1 in a 5 chance because Hottie has 2 boys and I have 3 girls. So one of them's bound to have some kids, right? One of them's bound to, right? That's what I keep telling myself. I keep saying, one of them is bound to have a child. Because they would just do that, right? They wouldn't not. I mean, I wouldn't be, maybe, I don't know. Maybe none of them will. That would not be good. I would be sad if that happened. But, you know, you can't plan it. Then the prophecy of me having my own grandchild will be true. See, I have a friend who came from a huge Italian family. I was talking to him the other day, and he never had kids. We went to college together, and he never had kids. And we're talking about his mother, and we're talking about, you know, his mom unfortunately passed away, but we're talking about, like, his mother's only wish was that she had grandkids, and out of her, she had 6 kids. I think only 1 of them had children. You think your son? I thought you have 2 grandchildren, Scotty. Yeah, I thought you had 2 grandsons. You have Owen, and what's the other one's name? The one that calls you Scotch, which I love. Scotch I love that. Oh no, someone rang your doorbell this morning at 7:30 and ran. 2 lop-eared bunnies were left in a box. Oh no. So now you have bunnies? I have a bunny. They're, you know, I find our bunny a challenge. Our bunny has an attitude. Our bunny is a picky eater, okay? Our bunny doesn't like bunny food. Our bunny does not like bunny food. Our bunny, I can't tell you if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I can tell you that I've had the same experience. I've had... Alright, I think I'm going to have to, like, I'm going to definitely have to put some more glue, because this is, like, not gluing it down. Your daughter-in-law had a little boy. Yes, he calls you Scotch. He's so, that is, Scotty, I think that's the perfect name for you. Not for the liquor reasons, but I just love it. I love the fact that he calls you Scotch. I love that. I don't know. I imagine my grandkids will call me Meemaw, because my mother was called Meemaw, and my kids loved her so much. My ex-husband's mother was called Grandmother, or Grandma. I think she was called Grandmother. I don't know. She's still living. She was like, sort of like, you know, more proper than my mom. So... Kara says that her husband opened up her pasty thing, her pasty order. Says, and wants to know if she really ordered 50 of these. Did you tell him you had to? Doing a pasty challenge. Tell you ordered them for your shop. You know what? It's so funny, Kara. They'll probably sell out of that before you sell out of the other stuff. So funny. Guys, I usually use wet glue to glue this down, but I don't know what I don't have my Mod Podge over here. Because this crafting space is so small, I craft other places too. So it has a map inside of it. That will be what the inside of this little Chinese fairy tale book will be, the map of China. You guys are so funny talking about your pasties. Too much. Amazon. You probably could find them on Wish. Believe it or not, Lynn, I bet you anything you could find them on Wish. Have you guys noticed that Wish has taken over the world? Although I don't know what's going to happen with our U.S. embargo on trade to China. My daughter says, you know, she's just moving from there. She says it's getting a little bit weird. She said the energy of that is getting weird there. And I believe it. So, how many of you guys are up for the woo-woo? Are we woo-wooing or are we not woo-wooing? Right now you're mentally exhausted, I hear you. Meemaw and Peepaw, oh, I love that. Meemaw and Peepaw. My kids call my partner Buddha. They always have. They call him Buddha, so I imagine that when we have grandkids, we'll call him Buddha too. Because he's really calm. You guys, he is calm no matter what. He is calm in the calmest way. They call him Buddha. Woo-woo for you. I'm sorry about the bunnies, JC. You know what? I'm sure you can take them to the Humane Society. I'm sure, you know, I would just take them to a non-kill shelter, wherever you're going to do. Sometimes they have rescues like that. You know, I don't understand the irresponsibility of people with pets, but, you know. I don't know if anybody's ever said, let's not woo-woo, but if you guys all voted not to woo-woo, it'd be okay. I mean, I'm not, you guys, I woo-woo for me. I woo-woo for me. Amberly, are you still here? How's your mama? Woo-woo mama? Okay. Woo-woo mama with a aloha. Guided meditation, River. It's just a guided meditation. Actually, you know what? Ashley wrote me the nicest thing, you guys. You guys please put Ashley in your prayers. You know, she has her own, she has like a chronic fatigue type of a situation, and you guys, that's really debilitating. She wrote me the nicest message and told me that, you know, she had such a beautiful experience with the full moon one that we did. I'm going to let this dry before I keep messing with it, because it looks like if it's not dry, I'm going to make a... Anyway, guys, this is what happens when you have a perfectionist nature. And, you know, when you're cutting up books to make journals, you can't really have a perfectionist nature. So, especially when they're old books. But she wrote me this thing, and she said, you're still a money magnet. You better not moo-moo. Why? Woo-wooing will only increase your money magnet. Jane, it doesn't take away anything. The only thing it releases you from are the patterns that you don't want in your life. That's all it does. It releases you from the patterns you or yourself don't want. That is it in a nutshell, my darling. But anyway, she was talking to me about energy work and how, you know, she really didn't, you know, she'd heard a lot of people discuss Reiki and different things like that, but never really had that experience until she came and hung out and did the guided meditation or woo-woo with us. So, okay, I will totally include him. Absolutely, Barb. I will totally include him. So you guys, if you want to do some energized water, bring your water to the meditation. Just go get a glass of water, tap water, any kind of water. JC says, she's had bunnies in the past and you still have 2 hutches. If a friend left them, you're keeping the bunnies and dropping the friend. I hear you. Well, our bunny was an indoor bunny, like lived in the house, but it started chewing up some of my books and different things like that. So, and then I had a friend come visit, and she was afraid of rabbits. So we have the rabbit out in a hutch in the backyard now, and the rabbit is not happy out there. So I bring the rabbit in, and I put the rabbit out, in and out, in and out. It's a lot of work because we leave our doors open. I live in the tropics, for those of you that don't know. So we leave our doors open, and let's just say having a bunny can't run loose in our backyard. It would... there's lots of feral cats and different things. It would not last. I hope you feel better, Dania. Oh, no. You have a cold in your beat? We'll include you in the woo-woo. So grab yourself some water for those of you that want to stay for the guided meditation. And those that don't, please don't feel obligated. There's no, it's for you. You know, you stay for yourself. You do it for you. I appreciate a thumbs up if you guys have enjoyed your time hanging out, listening to my ridiculousness. No, thanks, Jude. We will totally woo-woo you for a good job. Okay, you can do that, Mary Kay. Oh, these are made by Sandy Dennis. If you guys want a really cute pottery, she does beautiful. Look up on Facebook. It's Art by Sandy Dennis. If you want to look her up on YouTube, she's a mixed media artist, and I had broken all my nice cups had gotten broken, and so these were the cups that I wanted to get myself something I enjoyed drinking out of. They're not perfectly pottered, so if you're like into perfect pottery, she won't be the potter for you, but her painting is excellent and adorable. They're sort of like a little wonky like me, and I like them, and the insides are really cool too. Like, she decorates all of them. I can't really hold it up for you to see, but this one has a bee on it because I've got coffee in it, but it's got a bumblebee on it and a sun. And I don't know if you can see that without me like tipping it over. I've worked wonders for you, Angela. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, go put yourself in the column. You know, definitely put yourself in the column. Oh no. You had to put your dog down, Scotty? Oh, Scotty, I'm so sorry. And this one has a dog on it. Can you see? This is Charlie. This is our Charlie. Can you see it? I can't tell if you can really see it very well. I don't want to tip it over. I'll try to bring him next time so you guys can see him. She does really cool stuff. And so, and I love supporting other artists. So that's what I got myself. This was my present to myself. I got myself 4 of them, Angela, different ones. One of them has a bunny on it because we have a bunny. One of them we have 2 cats and a bunny and a dog. Okay, so get your water. Please read the above. Okay, what did I miss? All right, what did I miss, Miss Renee? Make read above. We'll definitely send some healing to Dania. And yeah, definitely get your water out. Let's see. We'll definitely include race. All of us will. Yeah, good success for everyone. Good night, Brandy. We love you. What else am I reading? Who else did I miss? Okay. Scotty, I'm sorry about your dog. I am so sorry. Okay. Renee, did I read what I was supposed to read or did I miss it? Because I'm scrolling up. What did I miss? Okay. If I missed something, can you just rewrite it, Renee? Because I can't, for whatever reason, my... Oh, thank you, Jane. You're so sweet. What did I miss? Thank you, Jane. Love you, Jane. Read yours. Okay, hang on. Let me go back up. Let me find yours. Renee, what did I miss? Whatever reason, I cannot. You guys, sometimes scrolling up in the chat doesn't, it's just like, when you, what did I miss? Renee, can you just repeat it? Because I can't scroll up that far or whatever. I'm having chat issues. Sometimes I don't, the chat freezes on me. So, love to everybody that's leaving. Whoever's leaving, we love you. You have 3 ponies, 3 goats, 2 cats, and a guinea pig, and 6 dogs. Woo, Charlotte, you win. So what I wanted to ask all of you to do is to bring to mind before we start. Okay, less pain. Awesome. We could totally do that. Before we start the guided meditation, and Renee, please repeat whatever you said because I missed it because I can't scroll up or for whatever reason it won't. It's like it's frozen. Okay, you want me to include your friend's son? Okay, I see it. What's his name? Can you just tell me his name? I'll totally. Well, that's a good subject to bring up right now. Okay, so without getting too deep, so the energy right now on the planet is building up. The Earth herself is ascending. The Earth herself is a living, breathing consciousness. And as exhausted and as tired as we are, she gets the same. So she goes through her own evolution. You know, it's like, so all these volcanic eruptions and stuff like that are part of it. You know, they're part of like a release of energy, a release of like what's not working, that type of thing. And so we're all feeling that, and especially people that are very empathic, very, very, very empathic, right? And okay, but we'll just include them. Don't worry about it. We'll totally include them. So for those young, beautiful, and even old, beautiful souls that are feeling the tensions of the earth and feeling the tensions of everything. I mean, if you read the news, it can get you down in like 2 seconds, you know? All we can do is send them love. I mean, each soul, we all have our own journey, and we all have choice, conscious choice. Okay? So sometimes, even though we send all of our love and thoughts and light to those that are in a distressing situation, they still have the choice and can choose something other. And we don't, honestly, I've been around long enough to know that I certainly don't know what is best for anyone's soul's evolution, least of all my own, right? But I do know what feels better to me and what doesn't feel better. And so I continue to do this for myself to feel better. I also know that when I include others in my work, that just the simple altruistic prayer for another or thought to bring them into the energy work makes me feel better. And it also makes me feel better when I gather with all of you. It takes so much effort to keep yourself down, and a lot less effort to release. Saying that it doesn't make it easy for anyone, and saying that it doesn't make it you know, it's easier said than done. So I'm only sharing this sort of with you because I think many of us right now are going through our own internal changes, or sometimes in those internal ones look like an external change as well. But we're witnessing others around us in tremendous, tremendous distress, right? And we're witnessing, like, I was having this conversation with my partner the other day about all the volcanoes and stuff erupting on the Big Island. And I was talking about it's displaced thousands of people, right? They've lost, I don't know how many homes. They've estimated it in a low thing because they only are estimating permitted homes. But most of the people that live on the Big Island live off the grid in what we would consider unpermitted homes. So I think at least 750 homes have been lost. And if you say only 2 people per home live in a home, that's 1,400 people. But we know many of those families are very large, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. So multiply that, just average it out as like 4 people for 750 homes. Do you see what I mean? It's a lot of people that have lost their homes. And so he and I were talking about this the other day, and we were talking about this buildup of energy that we can all sense. And he says, look at it this way. He says, the earth has to, I mean, we're all going through this, and it has to have a release of tension. You know, it's like pulling a tight, you know, a rubber band, right, until it breaks. He said, would we rather have the release of it? Thank you, Renee. Would we rather have that release of energy be war, or would we rather have that release of energy be through a natural disaster where love and compassion can come through? So I'm only sharing this with you because we may not understand someone's choice to exit in any way they're choosing. But what we can understand is the compassion of suffering, and know that through this sharing of love and compassion, that their soul will be lifted up. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? So I've watched this, at least over the last week or so, the topic of taking your own life come up so many times, and the topic of depression, and the topic of feeling helpless, and the topic of feeling overwhelmed, and the topic of self-love and how to love yourself. I may not choose that path for me, but I can choose a loving, compassionate response instead of a critical, judgmental response. And so all I'm asking you is that each and every person here, so bring to mind anyone that you'd like to include, and know through your own evolution that they're lifted up. Know when you're feeling, we're connected. We can't help it. So when I'm feeling better and I'm my best, all of you are connected to me. You're all feeling that way too. You may not personally be feeling as good as I am, but you are getting that boost or that upliftment, right? And that's just how it works. So, I can't judge what's going on. I can't even judge my own self, but I can be kinder and more compassionate to myself. Do you get what I'm saying? So Renee will totally include him, and will include those that have taken their lives this past week, which, I invite you to, this is going to sound strange for some of you, and for those of you that don't understand, have any of you ever sensed a spirit with you, like near you, on you, around you, an energy of something other than, you can feel it, like a spirit, right? So, for whatever reason we're talking about this, okay, so it's getting me on such the deepest things. So, when we transition, and many of you may probably already know this, so when we transition, we're given a period of time in which we can stay, it's like a rope. We go out and come back, go out and come back, go out and come back. And if you've ever watched anyone transition from a natural cause, you watch them come back into consciousness and leave their body, and feel them jump, right? They go out, they come back, they go out, they come back. Sometimes we even do that in our own bodies at night. Have you ever jumped yourself back in your body? So it's like your soul just going away for a little bit and coming back. Because we're connected on all these other levels that we can't even see, right? So sometimes what happens when we pass, especially if we pass from an accident or from like surgery, or we take our own life, we become earthbound. And what I mean by earthbound is that our spirit doesn't really know, because we haven't, it's sort of like, think about a timer, okay? So say you set a timer, right? And you take the pot off the stove before the timer goes off. The timer still goes off. So your life energy has that span, okay? So when you cut it short, by however, sometimes it's an accident, people get killed and die suddenly from any sort of thing, right? But their timer's still going. Their body's still here. Their soul's still here. And they become an earthbound spirit. And so sometimes you can go, and then sometimes, just like we have free will and choice in our body, personality, we also have that in the spirit world. Sometimes we get really attached to this earth plane, and maybe we weren't ready to go. So we're still here, right? So as we do this energy work for ourselves and we open a window of light, it gives those earthbound spirits the opportunity to go toward that next energetic level. If they choose to. They can choose not to. It's their choice, okay? But some are stuck and don't know they're stuck. Does that make sense? Yeah, I do the same thing here. The veil is very thin right now. I agree with you, Marilyn. But does that make sense to you guys? So as we do this, and as you lift yourself up into your own higher space, and your calling, when I say to invite the pieces and the parts of you that have left, so sometimes when we get frightened, we have a traumatic experience, or we have a lot of anesthesia, or done a lot of recreational drugs in our youth, or drink a lot. And it doesn't have to be current. It could have been when you were in your youth. Little pieces and parts of your vast being, soul, spirit go. And sometimes we can feel spaced out, or when we're exhausted, they go. Little pieces and parts of us go. So when we do this energy work, when we're breathing ourselves back in, we're just inviting ourselves to become whole. That's what the word holy means. It means to become whole. It doesn't mean like what we put the connotation on, that's something bigger and better than we are. It means to become whole. To be holy, holy in your body, holy. Your being, soul, spirit is holy in the now, in this being, in this body. So, and that's why, like, sometimes when you meet somebody that feels like they're what you would label holy, you'll feel like uplifted around them. Why is that? Because their being, soul, spirit is fully and completely in their body. They're connected. They're connected to the earth spirit. They're connected to the heaven spirit. And they've breathed themselves from all the dimensions that we are in all at once, all back into your body. And you feel like sometimes you'll get goosebumps if you're around somebody that's like that. Or, does that make sense? So, I'm not judging anyone's choice. You guys, this life is hard. And you know, when we're a spirit, before we come here, we're like all cheering on that side. We're like, yay, I want to come. I'll do it. I'll do it. And we get here and we forget who we really are. We go through the veil of illusion and we're just like, what in the hell did I get myself into? This is like walking through mud. Because when you're in that spirit body, you can be anywhere at all times, all places, times, dimensions, right? And when you're in this human body, your spirit still thinks it can be in all space. It's sort of an adjustment, right? And just when we barely get used to ourselves in this body, personality, and this being, soul, spirit, we exit. Time to, go back to the source. So, was that a little too deep for all of you? I'm sorry. You're losing the video. Is anybody else losing the video? Your rental is broken? Oh my gosh. All right, so you guys got me in my whatever, my moment. So let's invite in. Let's specifically, you can invite in anyone you'd like to invite in. Okay, so invite in, anyone that you feel that's passed. Invite in anyone that's struggling with depression and struggling with anything other than love and joy, right? Bring those people in, people that are suffering, people that are having a difficult time, people that are anyone, any dear loved one that's even doing great. Invite them in, invite them in. Now, it is their choice if they want to receive it. It is absolutely their choice if they want to receive the energy work. We all have our own conscious consent and choice. So Angela, just put that in the woo-woo, Put that in the woo-woo. Your thoughts, put them all in the woo-woo. All right, so let's get started. Get your water, and you know what? Put in whatever it is you want to release. Maybe some of us want to release, I want to release my calamari. You guys, I'm so overwhelmed with you guys should see the extent of my my ridiculousness right now. You'd be like laughing at me. We all just need to release whatever it is that isn't working for us in our lives, and you can make a conscious choice to release it. Doesn't mean it's like an onion, you guys. It peels away, layers and layers and layers. Doesn't mean it happens all at once. I know we're so used to, that's where instant gratification comes from being in that spirit world, from being that great being, soul, spirit. Because on that level, manifestation is instantaneous. In this human body, it just isn't. It just doesn't work like that. It takes time, has a little lag here. All right, so bring whoever you'd like to bring to mind, and it can be for positive things, you guys. A job interview, like Mary Kay says she wants a job, and it could be for the direction of one of your children needs to head toward a direction that's more fulfilling for them, whatever that is. You guys, you can bring to mind anything, and you can ask that your being, soul, spirit releases anything, any energy that no longer works for you. Anything. You don't even need to know what it is. I think it's better that we don't. Because, you know, why? You know, don't hold on to that. Just hold on to the good. All right. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And receive and release. Receive the pieces and the parts of you. Invite them back into your being, soul, spirit. See them coming back into you like beautiful, sparkly diamonds. Breathe them and receive them. And release anything that's not working for you. Imagine yourself in a column of light. And when you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to go deep, 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 and even deeper into the heart of the earth. Give your column of light big roots, like big tree roots. Allow them to anchor themselves deep in the heart of the earth. Let's invite the earth to share with us her energy. You can feel it, see it, think it, or just know it any way that works best for you. I see this energy like beautiful golden light. Feel this beautiful golden light energy rising up through your roots, filling your column of light and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips. Feel it filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart, your back, your spine. Feel it filling your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your throat and neck, your face and head. And feel it fountain out the top of your head as high as you can imagine. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to the earth. Now I'd like you to focus high above your column of light, high above your head. And I'd like you to give your column of light the instructions, heart of the divine, heart of the central sun, heart of creation, creator energy. Let's ask this beautiful angelic realm to bless us with this energy. I see this energy like beautiful diamond light, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy pouring through your column of light, mixing with your light and the Earth's energy, and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it filling your head and face completely, your neck and throat, your shoulders, arms, wrists and hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back, your waist, your lower abdomen. Feel it running down your spine. Feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, expelling any and all excess deep into the heart of the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to heaven, in this beautiful angelic realm, in the cosmos, and earth. I'd like you to focus on the point of light as high up as you can imagine being connected to, into the heart of creation, creator energy, in the heart of this beautiful angelic realm. On the inhale, I'd like you to invite the pieces and parts of your body personality that you've allowed to leave back into your being, soul, spirit. And on the exhale, I'd like you to release anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Breathe yourself back into you and release anything else. Receive yourself back into your body personality. Receive yourself back in and release anything else. One more time. Receive in love and release in love. Focus 6 feet above your head. I would like you to invite the pieces and the parts of you back into your body now. And on the exhale, release anything else. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus 1 foot above your head. Invite the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus on the point of light at the top of your head. Breathe in and receive the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality that you've allowed to leave. Invite them back in And on the exhale, release anything that no longer works for you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus on the point of light between your eyes and the center of your forehead. Breathe in and receive the pieces and the parts of you that you've allowed to leave. Invite them back into your body personality. Ready? Receive yourself back in and release anything else. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus on the point of light in your throat. Receive the pieces and the parts of you back into yourself now. Ready? Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Allow your attention to focus on your heart. Let's open a window here, and I'd like you to allow your release to be as large as you will physically allow it to be. On the inhale, invite the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality that, for whatever reason, you've allowed to leave. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive in love. And release in love. Receive in love. And release in love. Receive the pieces and the parts of you back into yourself. And release anything else. Receive in love and release in love. One more time. Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love. Release in love. Allow your attention to focus on the energy center at your waist. Receive the pieces and the parts of you that you've allowed to leave for whatever reason. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love. Release in love. Receive in love and release in love. One more time. Receive in love. Release in love. Give your body personality permission to release in this solar plexus area anything that no longer serves you. Invite the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality and release anything else. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Focus on your second energy center, located in your lower abdomen. Receive the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality that you've allowed to leave, and on the exhale, release anything else. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus on the base of your spine. Receive the pieces and the parts of you back into yourself that you've allowed to leave. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. One more time. Give your body personality permission to breathe the pieces and the parts of you back into your body personality. And on the exhale, allow yourself to release anything that's not working. Ready? Receive and release. Focus 1 foot below your feet. Receive the pieces and the parts of you back into yourself now. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love and release in love. Focus 6 feet below your feet. Receive the pieces and the parts of you back into yourself now. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love and release in love. One more time. Receive the pieces and the parts of you back into yourself now. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Receive in love and release in love. 6 feet below your feet. One more time. Receive yourself fully and completely back into your body now. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Focus on where you allow your energy to anchor deep in the heart of the earth. Call yourself, the pieces and the parts, back into your being, soul, spirit from this energy center as well. Ready? Receive in love and release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. I want you to focus on a figure eight, an infinity symbol, starting in the heart of the heavens, crossing through your heart, entering deep into the earth, crossing back through your heart, and ending where it began. On the inhale, receive fully and completely the love of the divine, the love of the heart of the central sun, the love of creator creation energy, the love of the earth. And on the exhale, give back love to the heart of the divine, the heart of creator creation energy, the heart of the central sun, and the heart of the earth. Ready? Receive in love. Release. Give in love. Receive in love and give in love. Receive in love and give in love. One more time. Receive in love and give in love. I'd like you to let me know when you feel this energy coming out of your hands. Put your hand on your heart, on your water. And for those of you that don't have water, you can send it to anyone you think, or send it to a body of water. Send it to anyone that you feel could use a boost now. Receive and give. receive and give. Receive and give. I want you to send it out to all of those in need. And let's send it out to all those earthbound spirits that the bridge of light and the door of light is now open and they can all cross the bridge and head to the light. Ready? For all those earthbound spirits and anyone that you think could use it. Always include your home and any other point on the earth. Ready? Sending it out. Receive and release. They don't have to be human spirits. They can be elementals, nature spirits, animal spirits, all from all kingdoms and planes. Ready? Just receive, release. Open the window of light and see them leaving. I want you to send it to a place on the earth, any place. Always include right where you are. I want you to send it to all of your ancestors that have come before you. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. And feel free to share anything that you'd like to share. I want to make sure you guys eat protein. Even if you're vegetarian, eat a protein of your choice. And eat and drink a lot of water, at least for the next few days. Or you're welcome, Care. You feel love in yellow, Judo? That's awesome. Feel free to share anything that you want to share. There's no right or wrong, you guys. Oh, you're welcome, Angela. Oh, you're welcome, Renee. Thank you. We definitely sent your friend some love. Oh, that's awesome. You're just opening up. You're just opening up more, Trace. Just make sure your roots are in the earth and make sure they're embedded in the heavens above you, because, you know, your column is actually bigger than the 6 feet that we talk about. You know, and it's just, we kind of have to squish down to get into this little body. So it's just opening up more and more centers for you. The energy at the base of your spine is your root chakra, or your, it's your survival instinct, your fight or flight. Your arms shaking, Renee. That's good. You're pushing some energy, some healing energy through yourself. That's awesome. Your animals, the animals loved it. Animals do. They really do. Inviting yourself back in, Angela, that is where, that is our first connection in this human body. Like, we have many more chakras below our feet and above our head, and many more in our body system. We focus on 7 in our body, and I focus on like 1 above your head, which is called your soul star, but there's many in between. And yeah, inviting yourself back in, yes. We don't understand as women, and this is, if there's men here, good for you. And if Richard's here, we welcome you, Richard. We love you, Richard. And you too, Jimmy. So when we have physical, sexual relationships with people, we give away ourselves. And, breathing yourself back in is really important. Eat a lot of protein. Angela, just make sure, just focus on your roots in the earth, and make sure they're still down there, and just focus on them and make them bigger and wider. And the same with the ones above your head. Without getting like too deep, and stuff like that. And then also when we give birth, I mean, that's the energy center that's very vital to creation. We give it away. Well, it's good. You should invite yourself back in as often as possible. We leave for all kinds of reasons, you guys. But because we're so multidimensional, the one thing for certain that never leaves is our inner child, our database. That's the part that runs our body, And so we have to be kind and caring to her. I love you too, Trace. Happy birthday. Yeah, sending the souls on, I saw I felt a big release. I don't know about you guys. Please share. I mean, we all have different experiences because we're all here. We're all here doing our best. We love you, Trace. We do. We all love you so much. Yeah, but you felt it leaving big mirror. Somebody said this to me the other day, and she said to me, we were talking about this friend of ours who is who lives in what the Indian religion, they would call it a samadhi state, which is like in this bliss state. He lives in this communion bliss state all the time. And we were talking about it the other day, and I've only known him for about 10 or 11 years, but she's known him for a little much longer. She's known him for like 30 years. And she was like telling me, like what he was like and how angry and whatever he was. And, oh, thanks, Angela. I don't think it's so amazing. It's just in me. We all can do it. It's not unique to me. We all have the ability to connect to our higher purpose and our higher self and give what we can from that space. So we were talking about it, and she said something to me. She goes, she said, we experience 19 different, we work on 19 different dimensions at one time. And I guess I hadn't really thought about it like that, like a specific number. And I thought, I think it's more than that, but I'm going to take her for her 19, right? I said, oh, okay. And she said, I think he really exists in those higher realms, in those higher realms. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is if we exist on 19 different dimensions at one time, and we allow pieces of us to leave the puzzle, our soul, you can see how important it is to bring them back in, or just to recall them back in. And I feel them. And you guys, I work on myself every day, okay? And I feel it's not an end result, okay? It's an evolution. It's not like you're going to do it one time, you're going to call your pieces back in and be done. Every moment's new. So, we live on all those dimensions, but we're calling ourselves whole so that we can be holy, right? So that we can be our whole best self, unique to our own soul's blueprint, whatever that is. And only we know what that is. Only I know what it is for me. Only you know what it is for you. Right? So, I'm beginning to think that my divine soul's blueprint wants me to be a realtor. Because I've been looking to buy a house. Okay, ready for this? You guys have a laugh. So I've been looking to buy a house. So this is how I work on buying a house. I talk to the house. Everything holds energy, and everything hears you and listens to you. And the more you listen, the more you'll hear it in return. Everything, including these crazy books. And haven't you ever walked into a bookstore and a book flies off the shelf at you, and then you go, oh, that was just the perfect book I needed for myself, or whatever those things are. So I think my higher self is going to be a realtor, because I keep focusing. So I find a house, and I talk to the house, and I talk to the house, and I hear what the house has to say, and I do whatever work it says. Like sometimes they say, I don't know. They say all kinds of stuff to me, and I don't want to get too crazy, because then you guys really think I'm out there, and I am, and that's okay. I know I am. Remember, I sing and dance in the grocery store. They sell, and these will be houses that have been on the market for a really long time. I found what I thought was the perfect house for us. I talked to the house was excited, I was excited. I couldn't get the realtor to call me back, couldn't get her to call me back, couldn't get her to call me back, couldn't get her to call me back, and finally I get the realtor to call me back, and the house sold. It had been on the market for a year and a half, you guys, and it sold within, I was focusing on it for like 3 weeks, and it sold. Oh, I'm sure there's something better, but I'm just saying, so it's happened. This is my pattern. So I was thinking the other day, how could I best utilize this mojo? I should probably become a realtor, right? Then I could capitalize on it. I could capitalize on my focus and love of homes and watching them sell. Trey, sometimes I can't even think after woo-woo. Sometimes my hottie's here, and he's like, he'll be here doing the meditation with us, and he'll know my mind's gone, because I can't even find the words to bring back. I can't. I'm like, okay, where am I? Kind of thing. You guys are so funny. So I love you guys so much. And somebody talked to me about this, and I want to share this with all of you. Let me see if I can find the link. Let me see if I can find the link. It's a YouTube video, and it's about, somebody was asking me about a somebody was asking me about an inner child. Because remember we were talking about our inner child? Somebody was asking me about an inner child meditation. And I want to share with you guys one that I love. And it is one of the most profound inner child meditations ever. And I want you to go over and watch it. And it is amazing. And do it. I mean, participate. Suspend all your thoughts and beliefs and participate. It is an amazing meditation. I just put it in the chat. And The Fall, Scotty. It's called The Fall. Good job, Marilyn. Good job. That is super. That's awesome. You know, I've had that happen too. You know, like where you, yes. That's awesome. So you guys, I put that meditation there for you. For those of you that are interested in getting in touch more with your insides and how it works, and you know, I love that particular inner child meditation. It's profound. Oh, that's so good. Oh, Rhonda, you know what? Listen to it. It is so profound. You guys, please, you know, I don't share things lightly, and I certainly am not trying to, you know, push my opinion or anything on anyone, but I can tell you I've worked with that particular inner child meditation for probably 10 years, and it works amazingly, and it really, it will be, save it on your YouTube thing. Oh, Marilyn, that's good. Well, maybe go back and send his dog with him. That's so awesome. You know, we get stuck for all kinds of reasons. All kinds of reasons. Good night, Miss Trace. The link won't work. Okay, let me see if I can find it. The link doesn't work. All right, let me see if I can get it. Will it work now? Try that one. Oh, Jude, I did the same thing. So I've done that. I mean, I've not, maybe not to the extent of that, but I was really far along, pregnant, and the baby died in utero. And that was really super traumatic. Did it work now? Did the link work now? Can somebody test that link and see if it works? Good night, Trace. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Will somebody check it out and see if it... Oh, I'm so glad, Liz. Did it work now? Hi, Kayla. You're trying on your iPhone? It worked for you? Okay. Kayla, maybe what you need to do is just cut and paste it into a browser. It didn't work for you either? Well, you know, it works. Marilyn says it works. Angela says no. Aww. Jude, I love you. I'm so sorry. That is just, you know, nothing prepares you for that. It works on your phone, Renee? Well, you know what I'll do is I'll also put the link in my, let me see if I can put it in the comments of this video. When the video's done, I will put the link in there, okay? All right. When the video's over, come back and look in the description box and I'll put it in there. Jude, I'm so sorry. Hi, Maria. Maria, I am coming to have some Turkish coffee with you. Oh, mahalo to you, Kayla. Big hugs to you, girl. Big hugs to you. Maria, I'm coming to Greece and having coffee with you. Did I tell you, Maria, my oldest daughter told me that I think her husband is getting ready to, he's getting ready to take a job in Greece. So I may be visiting you sooner than I anticipated, especially if she's heading there. So for those of you that want the inner child meditation, when this video is over, I will post a link in the description box of the of this video, if I can, okay? Let's see if I can do it right now. I'm trying. But all right, I put it in there. I don't know if it's going to save it. Hopefully it will save it. I'm going to have some Turkish coffee when I come visit you, Maria. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. All right, my lovelies, I love you. I don't know if anybody else is streaming tonight. Tracy, Stacy from Pink Poodle Crafters, who I love. She may be streaming. I don't know. I'm not up on my Tuesday nights. But know that I love you guys. You guys are all, feel free to message me anytime, you guys. I'm generally really good at getting back to people as soon as I get it, but, you know, occasionally I'm not always. So, all right, I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you. And I look forward to Friday. I don't know what I'm going to work on Friday. Good night, Liz. All right, girls. Big hugs to you. Big, 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 huge hugs. Okay, Angela. My email is craftingmamasinfo@gmail.com. craftingmamasinfo@gmail.com. You want to send your book to me? Or who are you sending your book to? You guys are so funny. Big hugs, you guys. I love you guys. Love, love, love you more than you know. Please feel free. Email me anytime. craftingmamasinfo@gmail.com. And I think it might be in the description box. All right, my lovelies. I will see you soon. See you Friday. Aloha.